Oh! Here we go.
BBC Radio 1 Podcast presents Alfie Barnaby.
Hello there, and welcome to a very special 3-part BBC Radio 1 podcast series hosted by yours truly, Alfie Barnaby. And we have a very extraordinary guest in the studio today. With his new movie, Boat Boy, set for release in just 2 weeks, I introduce to you American writer, producer, and director, J.K. Abrams. Hello, J.K., and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk with us today.
You're welcome.
So, J.K., you're the older brother of Star Trek and now Star Wars director J.J. Abrams. So I guess directing runs in the family, eh?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure you're proud of your younger brother.
Why?
Well, because of the Star Wars franchise, and it doesn't matter. We're here to talk about your movie.
Yes, I guess we are.
Are you excited for the release? I mean, it's your big Hollywood directorial debut. You must be feeling anxious or something.
I feel anxious.
That's fair, I guess. Can you give the listeners a brief description or summary of what this movie is about?
Well, the main character, Dave, wants to become the best rapper in the world. So he just decides to build a boat. And, it just goes on wild wide from there.
That's a unique idea that I really think
There's also a component of love and rebel.
That could make for...
Rebel without a cause.
I get it.
Yeah.
Well, I got a pre-screening of this movie due to this interview, and I didn't really get a sense of rebellion, but I got a strong sense of living life and kind of the pursuit of happiness.
Well, that's your opinion. I'd say more the rebellion thing, but,
It kept me thinking even after the movie was done, so is that something you were hoping for? To have a lasting impression on the audience and keep them thinking about this movie and almost questioning their own lives and what they want to be doing with it?
Well, I've always questioned other people's lives, but I don't think that's something that I look forward to whilst I'm in the process because, what if it sucks?
I'm sorry, what if the life sucks or
the movie? The movie. What if the movie sucks?
What if the movie sucks?
Yes.
What were your final thoughts when you saw it?
I actually have not yet seen it, but I intend to one day.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, you haven't seen it?
No.
You haven't seen the movie you wrote, produced, and directed?
No.
Is there a particular reason?
Well, yeah, it was such a physically intense job that really took over my whole life. And I think it'll be some time before I have mentally prepared myself to come around and watch it.
I'm having some troubles understanding.
Well, I think you would have had to gone through it as well to, fully understand it. Take Jared Leto in Dallas Buyers Club, for example. To my knowledge, he still hasn't watched that movie, and it's been, quite a while.
Well, Jared Leto also had to lose an extreme amount of body weight and go through a sizable transition to play a transgender in Dallas Buyers Club, so it's a wee bit different.
Well, that's your opinion.
Do you think this film will be good?
Depends.
Of course it does.
Stay tuned for part 2 of 3 of this very exclusive BBC Radio 1 podcast interview with director J.K. Abrams. Welcome to part 2 of 3 of a special edition of BBC Radio 1 podcast, hosted by Alfie Barnaby and guest starring American director J.K. Abrams.
So JK, the star of this film is Kanye West. What was it like working with Kanye, especially since it was his debut acting role?
Kanye has a very distinct style.
Acting style?
No, clothing style. I was just excited to see what he was going to wear and bring to the set each day of filming.
No, but I'm talking about working with Kanye professionally. Was he hard to direct, not a great listener, or was he just a natural actor?
He had good style.
Well, that's nice.
Yes, it is.
Let's talk about your earlier life, JK, if we may. You were born and raised in New York City, correct?
Born and raised.
Yeah, do you feel it was important to set this movie in your hometown?
Yes, if it were up to me, every movie would be set in New York.
Yes, it's a very nice city. I visited once to see James Franco on Broadway in, what was it, Of Mice and Men.
Oh, I didn't ask. Let's just try and stay on topic, alright?
Of course, I'm on board. I read somewhere that you actually graduated from Harvard before you went into film. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I know, I went there.
What got you interested in filmmaking?
I've always liked movies, so, you know, I just thought, hey.
Alright, well, I'm sure...
This will be a good movie.
Well, you would know if you saw it.
Well, you'd be in better shape if you ran as much as you run your mouth.
Well, that was uncalled for, in my opinion.
Oh, I am so tweeting bad things about this interview.
That is J.K. Abrams on making his new movie. Stay tuned for episode 3 where J.K. will hopefully answer questions that fans tweet to us here at the BBC Radio 1 headquarters.
Okay, how about we answer some fans' questions?
My fans.
Sure, your fans. That they tweeted to us via Twitter.
I like Twitter.
Yes, so do I. Let's see what we have here.
Is that a Nokia?
No, it's an iPhone 6.
Oh.
A peanut butter cat wants to know, where did you get the idea for this film?
Actually, I was at a wrestling match, and it was about midday. I actually just had a cup of tea with my cereal that morning, and someone just said the word camera. So that kind of spiraled into the idea that I could, you know, make a movie about a boat, you know?
I'm not even gonna... Okay, let's see. At Fluffy McWonder Point asks, how much money was spent on production?
I'd like to use my lifeline.
This isn't Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or some game show.
Yes, it is. It's the game of life, and it's your move.
At Travolta's plastic surgeon wants to know, what JK stands for?
JK stands for Jacuzzi King.
Your parents named you Jacuzzi King?
Yes.
Is there a story behind that?
No.
Well, no. Why would there be, right?
I sense some sarcasm.
No! Really?
Yes.
Yes, of course there is, you dense potato-headed, Pratt-Barmy-looking Burke. Helen Keller would give a better interview than you because you're just a nutty wazzock. That's as thick as a brick. Go back to America and eat another deep-fried Oreo, you gormless muppet.
Look, I'm just here to promote my movie, Boat Boy, which comes out in a little bit.
Well, you're doing a bloody awful job.
Well, that's your opinion.
Thanks for tuning in to this very special edition of BBC Radio 1 podcast with celebrity guest director J.K. Abrams. His new movie has been recently delayed due to an unforeseen lawsuit concerning a physical confrontation here at BBC Radio 1. A new release date will be announced at some point in the near future, given he doesn't get a lifetime sentence for pissing off the judge, because, well, he has a habit of doing things like that.
at Bonita Buttercut